£70 for designer paper. Hey everyone, I'm block filming today, so I'm wearing the same top that you saw in the last video, in case you're wondering. How much can you get from these top-end brands for £200 and less? There are some brands who do actually have some kind of okay things for under 200, pouches and stuff like that, but really this video I'm hoping to give you a laugh in it, because this video is focusing on weird things that you can get for under £200, including a coin dish that looks like it's made from felt, and it is very close to £200. And a lot of this stuff, when I looked at it, I couldn't stop laughing. I actually, in a way, wish that I filmed me looking for it on camera, because I was in hysterics at some of the stuff here. Let's begin with Prada. Prada actually don't have much for under £200. There was one thing that for some reason I thought it was 175, and it's this hair scrunchie, which at 175 is crazy money. But if you're into Prada and if you're into the whole nylon thing, that might be the kind of cute item that you would buy for yourself or for a friend if you've got a birthday coming up. However, I was really surprised because this is actually over £200 now, so this doesn't count, but I'm showing you it anyway because some of you might look at it and go, actually, yeah, it's silly money, but I might go and buy that. So what can you get for under 200? Well, look at this, £30. But what is it? And it doesn't even look like Prada. So I was scrolling through and I noticed all of these letters that you can get in both gold and silver, and I discovered that you buy them, and because at first I thought maybe they go on a bag strap or something, they actually go on a key ring. Now, I don't know about you, but this key ring to me didn't look like anything exciting. And it didn't even look Prada to me. So I went on a journey trying to find out where it was, because I thought, if the letters are £30, how much is the key ring? The key ring is £190. It's actually sold out at the moment, so it must be quite popular. I think 190, I personally wouldn't buy it because it's not my style, but also there are some other, albeit weird, things you can actually get for 190 and less. Now, my number one best purchase are these. These are a toeless pair of socks. Sorry. They're a toeless pair of socks, £180. The good news is, if you are looking at those thinking, yeah, I quite like the idea of toeless socks, and you know, 180, I'm good with that. By the way, I'm joking here, I'm being a little bit sarcastic. But if you're thinking, I would like to know how much of the pair that have got the full-on toe, because when I saw the toeless version, I thought the toe version is going to be more. I thought it was going to be, say, £200, so 20 more pounds extra to put a toe in on the end of the sock. It's not. The good news is they're both the same price. They're both £180. Now, you only get one pair, just to let you know. The only other item that I could find that fitted into this budget were twilly scarves, which, how much were they? £160. And I've got to say, with all of these brands, Dior, their twilly scarves are 180. With Chanel, I'm not sure exactly what they are now, but I purchased one in June and that was 175. Twillies are, I think they can be quite good. And if you only want one item, or if you're working your way up to your ideal bag, if you have got quite, like I've got quite a plain Senrev bag, and I've tied round it a Dior twilly kind of and put a bow on one side, and it does give the bag more of a designer look. You can also wear them in your hair. I've worn them before, like round my waist over a shirt. They're quite versatile. They are quite expensive though, for what they are. Tiffany Co. This is where I was very surprised. I expected to go there and see things like this, which is a pen, and it is £195. So I was expecting stuff like that. You would be wrong. Have a look here. With all of these places, by the way, forget the bags. Definitely forget the clothes, forget the shoes. If you want to find items under £200, you can't do any of that anymore. You have to go and look at homewares even some accessories, but a lot of the accessories, even those tiny purses you can get that earbuds go in, they're over £300 now from a lot of the brands, so you've really got to dig. But go and have a look at homewares. If I show you this, so many things that I really think are worth it and that blew me away actually. Their twilly scarves are £130, so they're cheaper than the others that I've found. But have a look at this box thing, this cute box. I've mentioned this before. It's a leather circular box that you can put jewellery items in. It's £195. And don't forget that if you order any of this stuff, it's going to come wrapped really nice in the Tiffany boxes. How much of a good present would that be? And that's the kind of thing that I would personally have like on my side table. I just think that's really nice. I think that's probably the best thing. If I was going to buy something, the other stuff that I couldn't believe, have a look at this. Solid silver keyring. It is £175. And then also this leather card holder is £85. They've got coffee cups and stuff like that, about £130. And I just think the stuff on there is fantastic. Really good brand. I was expecting expensive, weird stuff. There is a bit of that on there if you have a look, but actually a lot of it's pretty good. I'm gonna move on now to Hermes, because when I was looking, again, there is actually some really good stuff on there that surprised me, but also there was this, which I creased up laughing when I saw it, because initially I thought, what is it? It says that it's cowhide, but to me the grey looks like it's felt. It doesn't look like it's it doesn't look like leather. Now this, how much is this? £190. And to me, I'm going to show you what I think you should get instead of this, because to me I looked at this and it's nothing special, but check this out. You can actually go and get, you know, the ceramic items, which are, you know, what are they for? Well, they're for using for eating and drinking. But there's a lot of people that I've seen on Instagram who buy particularly the square plates, and they use them as just house decor, or they will use it as like a trinket tray, or they'll put their keys in it or whatever. And there's also cups on there. So there's teacup sets on there. I think they're 130 from memory. You can also get the plates, the square plates, which are up to about 200. There are those that are on there for loads more because they're bigger or they're part of a set. But can you imagine if someone gave you for your birthday an Hermes plate? Those plates are so pretty, and they all come wrapped in the lovely boxes as well. I just think they're a fantastic gift. When I'm looking at what's the cheapest thing, I always end up looking at accessories and finding there's not loads. I always forget to go and look at homewares. Homewares isn't for everyone, but actually I think I would rather be purchased a really nice mug than say like necessarily a small makeup bag, which I won't want to use because I won't want to ruin it. The kind of cup thing is more lifestyle, and it's closer to actually what I'm going to use every day. What does everyone think of these designer notebooks? I've got a thought about them. The thought is that they are very expensive for what they are, but also they're so beautiful. When you finish the notebook, what are you to do with it? Because when I use notebooks loads for work, and when I've completed a notebook, we store it up and then we use a shredding company that we go to, and they just destroy it all. And I normally end up putting the notebooks in with the shredding. Once you've filled up a notebook, what are you meant to do with it? This from Louis Vuitton is, I think this is really expensive. This is £165. At first I thought maybe it's because the outer cover is leather, but it is not. It's very pretty, and I really like the LV charm on the front. But again, I think £165 for paper with a cover on it, and you're going to use that book and then get to the end of it and then have to discard it eventually. I mean, you can't keep hold of it forever, can you, when you can't use it again? What do you all think about these designer notebooks? I actually have one of you, VJ, who really generously, you sent me a Dior notebook last year, and I love it, but do you know, it's on my desk and I don't use it. because I don't want to use it and then have that conundrum where it's kind of like I've used every page. And now, what do I do with it? There is a cheaper version that is £40 and it is this. Same thing applies. You're going to end up shredding it at the end or chucking it away or basically not using it. I guess with these things, do you know, one thing I probably would do is I'd use them as kind of coffee table books. It's probably the best thing you can do. I couldn't move on without talking about this as well. £70 for paper. This is a refill pad. So I guess you buy the main agenda cover, which I've always liked the look of, but I've never bought it because I have a Filofax agenda and that serves me perfectly. But the the refill's really expensive. They want £69 for the paper refill. And I would imagine, because normally you can go onto Amazon, like I do this, I don't buy the Filofax refills because they charge them, they mark them up because of the brand, but there are loads of brands who have just replicated where the holes should be and you can go and buy them for not much. I don't know, would you be able to buy the refills on Amazon? Or do you think that Louis Vuitton have specifically put the holes in the paper where the actual hook bits go through, the binder bit goes through? Do you think they've done that so that you can't really go off and buy a cheaper version? I do have to say that if you have got a budget of this amount or under, in today's day and age, that budget feels like nothing, which is crazy. Even this time last year, you could get the smallest bucket bag in the nylon from Prada for £180. Now you can't. £200 is now like £2 in the designer world. It's crazy.